you loving about this?
I spend most of my free time watching tennis and really kind of digging into it. It's fun.
What do you love and what do you just despise about tennis?
I love the individual aspect. Tennis is a sport in which a lot is not within our control.
Chris Eubanks, the Southside Atlanta native who became two-time ACC Player of the Year, Wimbledon quarterfinalist, and Olympian, has announced his retirement. The timing feels right to share our conversation with Chris from Roland Garros. Chris Eubanks is on the Tennis Pulse. You don't want to miss this one.
Hi, I'm Lindy Way from the Tennis Pulse, the heartbeat of tennis. I am here with Chris Eubanks.
Thank you.
I was just telling him that my parents were cheering for him so crazy when he won the Mallorca Open.
Yeah.
And it's great to see you here. It's so amazing to see how you've transitioned from tennis so very smoothly into commentating. You're doing a great job and people are really enjoying and talking a lot about you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Can you tell us how has the transition been for you? I know you hear it a lot, but I'm really interested. What are you loving about this?
For me, it's something that I do, whether or not I'm actually working for a tournament or working for a network anyway. I love watching tennis. I spend most of my free time watching tennis and really kind of digging into it, different scouting reports, watching different players, picking up on different tendencies. So to be able to kind of do it in a formal setting, for me, it's more of a thing that's fun. It's something that, it teaches you a little bit about the behind the scenes. From a player standpoint, we don't really understand how the broadcast side works. We know when we're playing matches, we have certain times we need to walk on because TV, that's what we always hear. Oh, we have to walk on 5 minutes till because of TV, and then you get to be on the TV side and you see how it all works. For me, it's just fascinating. I'm very inquisitive, so to be able to learn a little bit of both from a player side and the broadcast side, it's just been really fun.
I would love to ask your first memory of tennis, whether watching it, seeing someone play. What is the first thing that comes to your mind when you think of your first tennis memory?
First tennis memory would be being in Atlanta with my dad, dropping balls, playing out of Burdett Tennis Center, out of Trample Crow. Yeah. See what are the tennis centers? Really, a lot of the Southside Welcome All Park. We spent a lot of time at. But yeah, my earliest memories have always been on the tennis court. My dad, my older brother, also being out there, and just kind of that quality time with my dad and my brother. As I got older, starting to play tournaments on the weekends. Waking up really early in the morning, having to take drives out to Rome, Georgia, down to Peachtree City, up to Norcross at Lifetime. Like all of the tennis centers, I think my childhood are probably some of my most fond memories.
We used to also play at the Norm Wilkerson's camp.
Yeah, over at McGee.
Yeah.
Still over at McGee, Washington Park. Yeah, some of my earlier memories there as well.
Can you, the last question is, what do you love and what do you just despise about tennis? What just...
I love the individual aspect. I love the problem solving that has to take place. Dealing with the elements, dealing with the opponents, dealing with just everything that kind of goes into having to pretty much figure things out on your own. I'm a very independent person, so I like the task and the quest of having to figure things out. Pro tennis requires a lot of travel. It's a lot of time away from home. It's a lot of I'm very much a control person. I like to control what I can control. And tennis is a sport in which a lot is not within our control. We don't really control the schedule. We don't control our opponents. We don't control the balls. We don't control the elements. So for me, that has been the most difficult and the most challenging part. But it also makes things super rewarding when you do have the good results that you want. So there's no joy without that bit of kind of struggle at times, but when they kind of come together and you really experience what you work so hard for, it makes it all worth it.
Okay, I have to ask you as a last question about fashion. I know you said you're not a fashion guy.
I'm the wrong person to ask,
yes,
I promise.
But this one I think you can answer. So if you had to go back to a look from the past of somebody on the tour that you'd be like, that would be my fit on court, who comes to your mind?
Any of the Roger Federer outfits, probably the Roger Federer US Open when he wore the collab with Jordan. That was probably the Vapor.
Awesome.
Yeah, that was the all black fit. Collaborating with Jordan, that was probably, I still have always wanted a pair of those shoes. I haven't gotten my hands on them. But that collab was probably the sickest thing I'd ever seen.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
No problem.
You're so sweet for taking time.
No problem.
Thank you.